What a car. Check that out. Just reminds me why I love my job so much. That is stunning. I want one. I can't afford one, but I want one. Let's take a photo. Well, she's up on the dyno. I think we just need to stop for a moment. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, let's subscribe now, because if you enjoy these videos as much as I do looking at these cars, there's definitely more content here for you. Let's have a thumbs up if you would be so kind, and comment below how gorgeous this actually is. Just to keep the YouTube fans happy, I thought I'd stick a camera in your face again. They seem to love that.
Yeah, stick it in my face whilst I'm doing something.
This is absolutely lovely, Richard. I know I tend to say that about every single car that comes in here, but this is potentially one that's on my list. What do you reckon?
It's a nice car.
Yeah, it is a nice car.
See if I can read the file first.
Roger Dodger.
Could just about reach that, Rich.
Yeah, it was far away that
it was,
way,
well,
wasn't it?
it's a DC5, so the engine base seems to be
a lot longer than the
longer.
EP, a lot longer than the EP3, yeah.
So, beautiful car. White DC5 Integra in the house today. It's been tuned previously.
Yeah, tuned already on a Kpro. Customer was complaining that when he was trying to accelerate from 1500 to 2000 RPM in traffic, it kept like diving and ducking on him and stuff, and he was
I heard that initially on the
made it undrivable. Just a simple down to a throttle position calibration there. It's amazing the amount of tuners that tune and don't do that feature when it's on the Kpro. And it's so easy, it's 2 clicks of a button and it's done. It's amazing the amount of people that don't do it. Unfortunately, what it does do in that instance is when you take your foot off the throttle and you've only got 1 or 2%, you just want to creep forward in traffic or just slightly maintain speed or increase speed. Sure. The injectors turn off because according to the throttle position, it's closed.
It's closed.
Yeah. So it turns the injectors off. So that's just a common issue, to be fair, that we see quite a bit, that sort of thing. So easily fixed, not a major problem. The tune on the car, to be fair, was pretty good. The fueling, to be fair, was a bit on the rich side, and it was, it was a bit wavy up or down. But the actual tune itself, as regards ignition time, cam time, and so on, was pretty good. Couldn't really say too much about who previously mapped it, saying it was their fault, because this car has had problems according to the customer. It had when he bought the car, it had an EP3A2 engine in it, which wasn't obviously the original K20A engine. It let go on him on the way home from purchasing the car.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely sucks. So he's then bought a engine and put that back in, but he has used the bolt-on parts from the EP3 engine, so it hasn't got its original inlet manifold. There's certain aspects that it hasn't got, so that potentially obviously hurt us on power a little bit today. Not that it's a major problem, you know what I mean, but it did probably hurt it a little bit. We've advised the customer maybe a better inlet manifold, because he's had a better inlet manifold obviously standard, and a better induction kit which he's already got. Would see us a bit more power out of this car today. I'm really happy with where it is. We haven't made any peak power.
I think we've made a tiny little bit on the graph.
A tiny bit on the top, but the wheel horsepower was certainly better. We saw an increase certainly in wheel horsepower, but as you know with these things, transmission gets hotter, the drag becomes less, so then obviously everything equals out, and when you look at the peak numbers, we probably really didn't make a lot, but the wheel horsepower significantly made a difference, and we've certainly 1000% smoothed all the fueling out, and got that a lot better. So it should just drive as a better, as a better car. Certainly.
It's a beautiful car, man. Like I said at the start of the video, I think this car is on my bucket list. I love it.
It's certainly a nice car.
I love it in white.
I like it in white, but I've seen one in a real nice blue.
Yeah, you've mentioned the blue before.
And that was
stunning.
Particularly penis twitching, that was.
Penis twitching?
Yeah. So that was lovely.
Yeah, I love this car. Just seeing it against the Dynodaze wall gives me a little twitch on, like you say. It is, it's nice to have some. I mean, we're doing a lot of EP3s and a lot of FN2s, and they're absolutely amazing cars. It's nice to have a little bit of a change.
Definitely. It's been a welcome change.
Yeah, it is, and such a lovely car. Credit to the owner. It's nice, and I can't afford one.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the graph.
Let's have a look at the graph, because I can't afford one of these.
Okay, so as we always say, red line is as she came in and blue line is as she leaves. And then if you look at the wheel horsepower figure, you can see that we've made a little bit of gains right across the range there. It's interesting how, as Richard explains, we've made gains at wheel horsepower, but once we've got a correction figure in place, it sort of equaled that out a little bit. But you can see that there are gains had there. We finished today on 223 brake horsepower, which is 190 at the wheels, and yeah, absolutely lovely. Just one last look at it. Yeah, need a bit of alone time. The wheels suit it as well. The front splitter, I love it in this. I just love it in this colour. It's just such a stunning car. But there you go, guys. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. This car's going to leave here today a lot better than it turned up, so that's what we do. Happy with that. Richard's just putting the trim away for the ECU, for the Kpro, taking the leads out, etc. He's on his knees, so there's one for the ladies there. And we'll see him on the next one, won't we, Rich?
We will indeed.
We will indeed.
fast.